Hi kids, welcome back to Edubel. I hope you all are doing good and your day was great. So in this video, we are going to learn the types of nouns. In the previous video, we have learned about what is noun and we have done some practice as well. So please don't forget to watch that video first. And now here we are doing the types of nouns. So let's get started. So the first type of noun today we are going to do is common noun. Okay, the first type of noun is we are going to do is common noun. What is a common noun? Let's think I'm just saying, hi kids. So the word kids, if I'm saying this in front of five students, let's say there are five students in front of me. Here, this is student number one, student number two, student number three, student number four, this is student number five. Let's say these are the five students in front of me, and I am saying, hi, kids. So anyone from them can respond. Why? Because I'm not taking their specific name. I'm just saying, hi, kids, right? I'm just saying, hi, kids. So anyone can, from these five students can respond. I'm not thinking that only the number two student or number three student is going to respond when I'm saying hi kids, right? But whenever we are taking the name of any specific kid, we are going to respond. Let's take in some example. Let's say this is a girl, right? This is a girl. So I'm not talking about any specific girl. I'm just talking about a girl. So a girl can be anyone. Like I'm a girl, you can be a girl who is watching right now, and our sisters can be girls, right? So I'm talking about a specific girl. I'm just saying that this is a girl, right? Now let's just think there is one more sentence. This is a dog. Now, again, I'm not talking about any specific breed of dog or any specific dog like it is my home dog or something, any dog. I'm not talking about any specific dog. I'm just thinking, yeah, this is a dog, right? I'm talking about any dog. It's not specific over here. Okay, let's take one more example. This is a church. Now, again, here also, or you can see, I'm just talking about a random church. I'm not talking about any specific church. I'm not taking taking any church name. I'm just talking about a random church. So what these, things are? The girl, I'm just talking about a girl, dog, church. These are the nouns. But which type of nouns? We know the girl is a person over here, dog is an animal, church is a place, right? Let's just take one more example. This is a book. Now, again, I'm not talking about any specific book. I'm just talking about a random book, right? Now, let's just take one more example of an event. Like this is a festival. Now, festival, I'm not talking about any specific festival like Diwali or Christmas or, Holi. I'm not talking about any of these specific festival or event. I'm not talking about any specific event. I'm just saying that this is a festival. I'm not, sure that what festival is that. So here, this is person's name. This is animal's name, a place, a thing, and an event. Whenever we are just taking the common name of things, the common naming names, like common naming words, like girl, dog, church, book, festival, can be any random. right? Can be a random thing. So whenever we are talking it random, we are not sure, we are not specific, that words or that nouns, we call them a common noun. What these are? These are common nouns. Okay, because they are very common and they are not specific, they are very common, right? So these are called common nouns. Now this is the example, these are the examples of common noun. On the basis of these examples only, we are going to learn one more type of noun, that is proper noun. So let's go and learn that. So now I'm just taking the same examples like we did in our common nouns, like this is a girl. So now if I'm talking about, instead of a girl, I'm writing over here, this is Sheen. Sheen is the name of a girl. So we are talking about Sheen only. In a group of 5 kids, if there is a one of them is Sheen, and I'm saying hi Sheen, only Sheen will respond. No other student will respond. Why? Because I am taking a specific name of a girl, of a person, of a children. Now let's just take another example. In that common noun we took, this is dog. Here, let's say this is Brownie. Brownie is a good name for a dog, right? Okay, so this is Brownie. So if I am saying this is Brownie and Brownie is my pet dog, so I'm just talking about my pet dog. But if I'm saying this is dog, so I'm not sure that if whether I'm talking about my dog or whether I'm talking about some other random dog. But here, what I was saying, this is Brownie. So Brownie means I'm talking about a specific dog that belongs to someone, or that belongs to me only, right? Okay, now this is, let's say, Diwali festival. This is Diwali festival. So I'm talking about a specific festival that names Diwali, right? When if I'm saying I'm celebrating Diwali today, so it is a very specific for someone that which festival I'm celebrating. Like if I'm saying I'm celebrating a festival, that doesn't seems to be which festival I'm celebrating. But whenever I'm saying this is Diwali festival, I'm celebrating Diwali festival, so everybody knows that yeah, which festival I'm celebrating. Okay, now let's just take another example. This is Saint Joseph Church. Okay, this is Saint Joseph Church. We are talking about a specific church that belongs to some specific place. So we are talking about a specific place, that is Saint Joseph Church. Now I'm very specific that which church I am talking about. I'm not talking about any random church. I'm just talking about a very specific church. So that means this is also belonging to some very specific thing or a place, right? Not a thing, but a place, right? Next is this is. Now let's just talk about this is a book. I'm not sure that which book I'm talking about. Let's say this is maths book. Now I'm very sure that which book I'm talking about. I'm just saying that bring me a book. I don't know which the person don't know that which book he or she have belonged to. She or he have to bring. But now if I'm saying that bring me a maths book, they're very sure that yeah, I'm talking about a maths book. So I'm very specific at this point that I'm talking about a maths book only. So here, whenever we are talking about a very specific thing, or we are pointing towards a very specific thing, a person, place, event, animal, it can be day's name, it can be month's name, it can be some person's name. So these are called proper nouns. Okay, these are called proper nouns. Okay, kids? Getting it? These are called proper nouns. Okay? So, kids, till now we have learned about two types of nouns, that is common noun and other is proper noun. Now we are going to learn next is gender noun. Okay? We are going to learn gender noun next. Okay. Now everybody knows that we have two genders. One is male and other is female. So right now on the basis of gender, we are going to learn two types of noun. So if I'm saying that we have the names of those two genders in grammar portion, that is masculine for males, masculine noun for males, and we have feminine noun for females. Okay, so here is our word. We will be learning it with some examples. Okay, so we have some words. Let's say, king. Let's say king. So king is a masculine noun. And what is the feminine for the king? Yes, what is the female for a king? That is queen. So queen is a feminine noun. Okay, now let's just think one more. Let's say horse. Horse is a masculine noun, but instead of horse, if we are talking about mare, mare is the feminine for the word for the noun horse. Now, if you're going to learn one or two to four more examples, okay, so you have to try it out with by yourself also. Look around you or think about the words which have two genders like a male and a female, and then convert it into masculine and feminine. So let's just take who is the king of the jungle or the forest. Lion. So lion is the masculine gender. Now, who is the queen of the forest? That is lioness. So lioness is the feminine noun. Let's take one more example. Actor. Actor is a masculine noun, but actress is a feminine noun. Yes, so these are some nouns which we have differentiated in between a masculine and a feminine. So we have learned till now four types of nouns. One is common noun, other is proper, next is masculine, and then is a feminine. So now let's just learn more types of noun. So the next type of noun we are going to learn is the collective noun. Now, the name itself says a lot that what is a collective noun, right? So collective nouns names a group of persons or peoples or things. Let's just take some examples of it and learn it together. Okay, so let's just say what I said, a collective noun names a group of people or things. Let's just take some example like group, right? Whenever there's a word like group, team, family, staff, right? These are the words in which we are talking about either the group of peoples, like team. If I'm saying the hockey team arrived at the rink. So let's just write two examples of it so that we can better understand, right? Okay. So now if I'm saying the hockey team, the hockey team arrived at the rink. So what does it is specifying that the team of hockey persons means the persons who are playing hockey, they have a team. So hockey team, it's a collective noun over here. Let's just take one more example. So let's just take example of group of students. So Mr. Brown's class enjoyed the show. Mr. Brown's class enjoyed the show. So Mr. Brown's class means that class doesn't mean only one student, right? When a class we are saying it consists a lot of students. So Mr. Brown's class is a collective noun. Right here, just like we have a team as a collective noun, here class is a collective noun. Let's just take one more example, okay? Let's just take one more example. My friends, family likes camping. So here you can see the word family, and a family consists, a lot of peoples like mom, dad, brother, sister, cousins, uncle, aunt, a lot of people, right? So a family is also a collective noun. Let's just take one more example and learn it together, okay? Whenever we are saying that fish, whenever we are talking about fish, so we use the word school. A school of fish swarm by us. So here the school word also talks about a group of fish, a large number of group of fish, the school of fish talking about. So here we have learned a lot of words like team, class, family, school. So whenever we are talking about group of people, or let's say group of things, now what can be, these are the peoples, right? Let's just take some example of things like a bundle of pencils, yeah, a bouquet of flower. So flower, pencils, these are the group of things. The bundle means a collective noun. A bouquet is also a collective noun. A herd of sheep, herd is a collective. Why these are the collective noun? Because they are talking about a group, or a group of people, animal, or a group of things, right? So whenever we are talking about a group of people, things, or animal, that is what we call a collective noun. Okay, so now let's just move on to the next type of noun. Next type of noun we are going to learn about is based on number of things. So I think you have heard correct, and you have guessed also that we are going to talk about singular, and plural noun. Here we are going to do both of the things, hand in hand, so that we can understand it more efficiently. So here, if I'm talking about only one thing, let's say I'm talking about pencil, one pencil. So if I'm talking about only one pencil, that is a pencil. But what is if I'm talking about more than one pencil? So it is not pencil anymore, but it is pencils. So here we have added S for the plural. Let's take some more examples. If I'm talking about one dog, we are going to write a dog. But if I'm going to talk more than one dog, that is not dog anymore, but dogs, right? If I'm talking about, let's say, apple, one apple, if I'm talking about, that is an apple. But if I'm talking about more than one apple, that is apples, right? That is apples. Let's just take one more example. Okay, so you also have to give the examples from your side. You have, if you are willing to write it down, you can also write it down in your notebook. Okay, and you have to think about more examples, more and more, so that you can, learn it more efficiently and nicely. Okay, so let's just take example of marker. If I'm talking about one marker, that it is marker. But what if I'm going to talk about more than one? So it is a markers, right? So here we have like, whenever I'm talking about one thing, we call, we form a singular form of that thing. And whenever we are talking about more than one, we are talking about the plural form of that thing, right? Okay, so that is it for today. We have learned a lot of types of nouns. We have learned first common and proper nouns. We have learned collective nouns. We have learned gender nouns, in which under that we have learned feminine and masculine. Now we have learned singular and plural nouns. So I hope you have learned all the types of nouns and they are in your mind nicely. So take practice sessions, do practice of from the worksheets, and you're going to master the types of nouns and the noun topics. So that's it all for today. Now, don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon so that you are not going to forget any update from Eduable. Have a good day. Bye bye.